Hey, welcome back to a brand new video series with me, Dewaldo. So I've talked about this, doing this for a little bit. I'm starting a new series called Branchport. I've been doing a lot of NetHack recently, and they've been pretty popular. So I thought I would look at kind of NetHack right now, what's going on. Obviously, they haven't put out another development for, I don't know, maybe 2006 was the last development, something like very, very long ago. And there doesn't seem to be anything happening in the future that we know of, but it could change. So I'm going to look at the different directions that it has been going under the purview of different developers. And the first one I thought I would look at is Slash'em. Now, I'm not picking any particular order. I was thinking, I'll go chronological. Like, I'll look at the first kind of NetHack variant that came out after NetHack release. But it's kind of this, like, circuitous thing where someone makes small improvements in something, and then other developers will also, fork that code, make their own branch, and then call it something different. So you've got this awesome varied landscape of NetHacks. I just decided to go with Slash'em because it's something I've heard of and it's pretty well documented and it just seems really crazy. It's also the look and feel is very NetHack. So I'm opening up the roles, and as you can see, Archaeologist, Barbarian, Caveman, yeah, those look familiar. But then you start getting into new territory. Flame Mage, Ice Mage, Necromancer, Undead Slayer, Yeoman. So a couple new roles. If we click on races, quite a few new races. Doppelganger, which is pretty sweet. That's the one I think I'm going to try playing for this first round. This is actually my first time playing the game, and that's kind of the plan for the series. It's not going to be like a grand strategy the way my NetHack videos are. It's going to be, let's explore and see what's different and have fun playing. Lycanthrope, so I guess you can start as like a werewolf, and Vampire, which I think is one of the newest that they added in Slash'em. I say newest, but I think it was added, again in about 2006, so it hasn't had a lot of active development recently. I'm going to try Doppelganger here, and then I'm going to see what roles I can do. Pretty much everything. So let's go two different things. Undead Slayer, Yeoman. I think Yeoman is kind of halfway between, like, maybe a knight and a barbarian, so they don't have kind of the skills of the knight, but they're really good with pole arms, I think is their way. I'm going to try Necromancer. That sounds really cool. Gender and alignment, it doesn't really care. It doesn't really matter. All right. The god Gothulb. Alrighty. And I start with a little pet ghoul, it looks like. So as you can see, the tile set is pretty much the same, though there are tile set variants. You can go like a full kind of fake 3D tile set, maybe 1.5D you would call it. 2.5D. Can't have 1.5D, that's crazy. Yeah, you've got that cool tile set, and there's also a big tile set too. So this is I guess what you would call the small tiles, but Slash'em also has kind of a bigger, more graphically intensive tiles. I like this view just because I can get the whole map and I don't have to kind of scroll around in a weird way. Oh man, okay, that was really fast. No, let's just skip through all of that. Oops. Oh, sorry about that. So let's try doing this one more time. I'm going to have to actually babysit this a little bit more than usual. Necromancer Doppelganger. I didn't even get to show off any of the cool new attributes of either of these classes. So one of the features I wanted to show off, but I won't be able to for a little while, is the U-Poly command, which is unique to doppelgangers. And kind of, as their namesake suggests, caught in a bear trap, really? It allows them to polymorph into pretty much any non-unique creature in the game, which can be amazing. A polymorph into, say, like a vampire lord, I think, is something you can do. Or polymorph into, I think a crystal golem is one of the choices that's quite dangerous and awesome. So once I get to about 20 power, maybe go up a level, I'll be able to do that. Necromancers play similar to a wizard, I believe. So they already start with a bunch of kind of undead attacks. You can also raise zombies from corpses. Even ones that... okay. Let's try not to... Actually, let's try and keep this guy alive. So I'm gonna do Confuse Monster. And kill him. Okay, alright. So you can raise... Wait, can I not eat? Oh, I use the comma to eat what's on the floor. Okay, that's new. So, although not everything has changed in terms of oh, I keep getting these weird random flashes. Sorry about that, if that's bothering you. I don't know what that is all about. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Some other changes to the game. So we've talked about the new classes and abilities. Obviously, there's some new spells. There's a lot of spells that have to do with summoning familiars. Okay, I do have... Oh, I have a pickaxe that I start with, and a wand of draining. And healing and potion of ESP. So there's like a handful of new items that just kind of add to the flavor of the game. We've talked about new spells. You've seen, new potions. There are, I'm guessing, new rings. There are tons of new unique items and artifacts and new creatures. So here's one right now. If we mouse over it, a rabbit. Yes. And let's see. Is there any more information? No, I think that's it. I don't know how powerful these things are, but there are some creatures that are deceptively powerful. So already it attacked me twice. It dealt 4 damage. I'm guessing this is like a Monty Python-esque rabbit. Oh no, I killed him pretty quickly. Alright. There's one like a marmot or a woodchuck or something that's just really powerful. Damn it. I thought that trap had went off already. Okay. I'm gonna fully explore this just because it's the first level. I was talking about unique items. Oh, I don't want to attack that goblin. There are tons more unique items and artifacts that kind of balance things out quite well. Or in the in regular NetHack, like if you play as a let's take this dagger. If you play as a chaotic race, you basically have crap artifacts. Like, what do they have? Master Key of Thievery? Or maybe Stormbringer, I think? Which is good, but, I mean, it's just a sword. And there are way better swords, like silver swords and stuff like that. Silver sabers and whatnot. So they're by far not the greatest. Come on, ghoul. You need to look at this dagger. But there are tons of unique kind of sacrifice gifts that... Okay, so that dagger's okay. I might equip that one. That classes can get. For example, the Necromancer can get an ability to... Ooh. Let my ghoul take care of that. There we go. Necromancer gets a unique dagger from its first sacrifice gift that does stackable poison damage, which is really cool. There's also a unique club called the Bat Out of Hell, and there's tons of other really cool uniques, like weapon types that don't get any unique weapons, like tridents. I'm pretty sure there's like a unique trident in Slash'em. But I mean, for everything this game adds, which is definitely voluminous, it's not as, I would say, not as concerned about balance the same way that NetHack is. Where NetHack is like, it seems like it's chiefly concerned with balance. Just everything is very balanced and good. Slash'em is more about flavor and adding cool stuff. Okay, good. So that in itself is cool. One thing that I'm noticing, I have numbers next to my spell books. I'm actually going to see what that's all about. Okay, I still haven't had spell books elucidated for me, but I have had something else that's cool. Technique. So this is something added and apparently very balancing for the game. Techniques don't require energy, but they do take a number of turns to do. So here is where my Raise Zombies ability is. Here in my techniques. And since I'm a doppelganger, I have the Liquid Leap, which allows me to, like a knight's jump almost, just kind of leap out of harm's way if I'm in danger. So let's rest a little bit. So in NetHack, usually when you get into a sticky situation, you kind of rifle through your inventory. You go like, okay, what do I have? Do I have any spells? Do I have any like wands I can cast? Do I have any scrolls of teleport where I could get out of here? Like, what's the item that will help me get through this situation? And with Slash'em, you don't have to do that as often. In fact, you can do things like, look at your techniques and see like, okay, can I Liquid Leap away from this situation? Can I raise zombies on some of these corpses and have them start attacking? So it really balances out the strategy, I think, and makes it more skill-based and less luck-based. So I'm going to kick this sink to see if it has the same effect as it does in NetHack. Just keep kicking it and see what shows up. See if anything shows up. Of course, in NetHack, if you keep kicking a sink, one of three things will happen. A black pudding will show up. Oh, ouch, that hurts. That really hurt. A black pudding shows up. A succubus shows up, so either a succubus or an incubus, depending on your gender. Or a ring shows up, and just a randomly generated ring. And I don't know if that's the case in Slash'em. Maybe they just took that away entirely. I don't know. I just had the assumption that Slash'em just added stuff onto NetHack. I never thought that it could take stuff away. So already we're getting into dangerous territory. I'm going to drink my potion of healing. And that did boost my HP, and now I'm level 2. So that's quite good. And I have 20 power, so I can go ahead... Oh, what the heck is this? What is that? A toilet. Okay. Interesting. and another sink. I wonder what toilets can do. That's different. Alright, I did a little refresher on the doppelganger rules for polymorphing. So, it does depend on your level. There's a formula for chance of success that looks at your level and then the standard monster level, which maybe is like the dungeon level that it starts spawning at, or something like that. So there are some suggestions for creatures that make good first polymorph attempts at experience level 2. They made a good case for hill orcs. They're kind of powerful and they can wear armor, and you should be able to polymorph to them quite easily. I kind of want to try out just because it's fun. If you fail at a polymorph attempt, you will either turn into you'll say you feel like a brand new doppelganger, in which case your stats are kind of shuffled and re-rolled, or you will polymorph into just a random creature, which seems interesting to me. So I'm going to try that out. Let's see, which polymorph form should I try and pick? Actually, you know what would be fun? Polymorphing into a Zorn. If you remember from NetHacks, they're the little castle-looking dudes that polymorph at will, yes, that can just move through walls. So you poly-Zorn, let's see what happens. Nope. I turn into a hellhound pup. And I am collapsing under my load. So let's drop all of my stuff. Oh, it looks like these spell books are... Oh no, that one's just a little tattered. Just normally. Let's drop all of this weighty crap. There we go. Now unencumbered, I can run around. Whee! And let's see. It doesn't look that bad. I mean, I think my stats stay the same. Your HP, I think, is affected by some polymorphs. A crystal golem will always have like 300 HP. And I found out why it's a good bet. Basically, it can't wear armor, but it has all kinds of intrinsic protections. And I don't believe it needs to eat. So it has like intrinsic sleep and poison and electric and everything protection. It gets a random breath weapon, which can be the same as any dragon breath weapon. So you can get disintegrate. There we go, I turned into doppelganger form. So it's not permanent, it's temporary. Which is pretty cool. Let's wield my dagger again. Did I rip through? Oh, I'm not wearing any armor at all. That's not good. That is very not good. You can also transform into things like zombies or mummies, which don't need to eat. Which can be great if you want to do some, throne altar scumming. I keep getting these graphical glitches again. I wonder what that's all about. Doesn't happen with NetHack, I don't think. Or just kind of like flashes, yeah. So it's got to be a slash-em thing. Door is locked. I'm not going to chance it. I think it could be... Let's put on my ring of warning and see. It could be a shop. Oh well, I'm it's all about living dangerously, right? Let's drink our fruit juice. It's about living dangerously, so I'm gonna kick the door. Okay. Cool. I guess I needed to do that anyway, pretty much. It's getting zapped a bunch. This is great. I guess those, I guess fruit juice really doesn't fill you up that much. And I definitely need armor. Or something. So I'm getting taken out by grid bugs. Which I think definitely got a power upgrade. Which makes sense. I mean, they're shooting electricity at you. That's pretty crazy. I think it's time to try out... Oh, not auto pickup. Try out one of my techniques. I'm going to try Liquid Leap. So I wonder how... I don't know exactly how far I can go with this. Let's try to liquid leap over here. Too far. Okay. Let's try to liquid leap over here. Woo! Wow! Holy smokes. So I turn into acid and I shoot right through him. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. You just liquid leap right through enemies and just kill them. Okay. Wow. I mean, go doppelganger. Not only can you transform into cool stuff, you can also liquid leap and just obliterate things. I'm gonna try and polymorph again, maybe. Looks like that's the shop that's closed for inventory. But once I get some more food... Ooh, I'm getting weak. I'm gonna pray. Let's see if that happens. There we go, my stomach feels content. Thank you, undead necro god. Oh, I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm just going to play... Whoa! Let's see, can I use my liquid leap again? No, not ready. Not ready. I have a scroll teleportation. I'm gonna take that, actually. Oh, nice. It is a blessed scroll, so I can just teleport, boop, right over there on the staircase. I'm gonna wait there. Oh shit, there's the bat again. And I'm dead. Maybe I won't do a full 30-minute thing. So that's it for this adventure with Slash'em. I really like that. At first I thought, it's just going to be too much. Like, I'm not going to be good at it. I'm not going to understand what's going on. It's kind of the new NetHack syndrome. But you can pick it up pretty fast if you know how to do things on NetHack. And the things they add are really cool. I really like those techniques. And, the new classes are just interesting. Some things I didn't get to talk about, and sorry I'm kind of rambling at the end of this episode. Let's look at what I had. I didn't get to talk about some of the new levels. So they added... these are the ones I know of. I know that there's more. They have some kind of additions onto Gehenna that add kind of almost like quests that you can optionally go on. And I think you have to get a key as well. There are like 3 alignment keys that you need to beat the game. Maybe you only need 1. Maybe you can only get 1. Something like that. But you have to go on a key quest, which can be quite fun. There are things like the Rat King's lair that you can optionally go through. So a lot of little kind of optional quests that lead to artifacts or cool stuff. There's one cool level that's just a giant shop that just is massive. It's like one of those open rooms in NetHack. Just nothing but wall-to-wall of items and a creepy guy called One-Eyed Sam that kind of visits over this shop. You remained celibate. Well, that's good. I guess that's something you can choose to do in this. I mean, going at it with a Fukubus, that's cool. One other cool thing, you can use shopkeeps to identify items that you couldn't really do before, which is better than just kind of dropping rings down sinks and things like that, which is pretty cool. Alright, so that's the end of this first episode of Branchport. I'm going to be taking a look at other NetHack games or NetHack variants, I guess you would call them. NetHack 4, which is trying to be a close spiritual successor to NetHack, just cleaning things up and making them work better. I'm also going to look at... I can't remember their names. I guess you'll just have to wait and find out. So thanks for watching. Take care.